So if you're anyone who relies on Google for, well, traffic, you've probably felt it, a kind of rumbling, a seismic shift happening right under our feet. Well, that change has a name: AI overviews. And look, this isn't just another little algorithm tweak from Google. This is a total reshaping of how we find information online. Today, we are going to break down what this zero-click apocalypse really is, and way more importantly, how you can actually survive it. And let's not sugarcoat this. The stakes are incredibly high. As one source just bluntly puts it, in this new world, your traffic is the collateral damage. This isn't just about dropping a few spots in the rankings. This is about being rendered completely invisible, even when you're technically number one. Which leads to the one question that should be keeping every creator, every marketer, every publisher up at night. Is Google's AI making all of your hard work invisible? It's a really scary thought, I know, but it's one we absolutely have to face head-on if we're going to get through this. But listen, this isn't all doom and gloom. Not at all. This is a story about adaptation. The game has changed, for sure, but there are new rules. And in this explainer, we're going to walk you through the new playbook, the one you need to not just survive, but actually thrive in this new age of search. Okay, first up, let's get a handle on this new reality. Welcome to the zero-click apocalypse. It's a world where that number one ranking you've been fighting tooth and nail for, well, it might just be a vanity metric now, something that looks good, but doesn't actually do anything. And this metaphor just perfectly captures what's happening. Google's AI, it's now the first one to the dinner table. It devours all the most valuable information and serves it up directly to the user. And you're left fighting for the scraps, the leftovers of a meal Google already ate. And look, this isn't just a hunch. The data is, well, it's absolutely brutal. For any search that triggers one of these AI overviews, the average click-through rate has completely tanked. It's now at a jaw-dropping 0.61%. That's less than 1 person out of 100 clicking through to your website. And if that wasn't enough, recent reports show that a staggering 60% of all Google searches now end right there, on the results page. The user gets their answer from the AI, and they never, ever click a single link. That right there is the zero-click reality. So why is this happening? What's going on? Well, it's because Google is having an identity crisis, or rather, an identity evolution. It's not just a search engine anymore. It's an answer engine. And this one change means your old SEO playbook? Yeah, it's pretty much obsolete. This chart just lays it all out perfectly. The old Google, right? It was a gateway, a helpful librarian that pointed you to the right aisle in the library of the internet. But the new Google? It is the library. It's a destination in itself. It doesn't want to send you somewhere else. It wants to give you a direct summary so you never have to leave. It's a shift from promoting discovery to, well, preventing it. So here's how the magic trick works. The AI scans all the top-ranking pages for a topic. It synthesizes them, extracts all the good stuff, the nectar, as one source puts it, and then presents it in its own pretty little box at the top. And your link, the actual source, it's just left behind like a dry husk. So, the billion-dollar question is, how do you fight back? All right, that brings us to our first big strategy. We're calling it the information gain hack. And the core idea is this. In this new world, just being correct is not enough. You have to be different. So what on earth is information gain? Well, think of it as the unique 15% of your content. It's that one-of-a-kind data point you found, or that contrarian opinion you have, or that custom graphic you made that nobody else has. It's the part that Google's AI literally cannot just scrape and summarize. It's your secret sauce. So, how do you make it? Well, here are a few ways. First, create unique data. Go run your own survey or scrape some public data and find a new insight. Second, take a stand. Offer a contrarian view that challenges the consensus. But, and this is key, you have to back it up with solid evidence. And finally, use original visuals. Seriously, ditch the stock photos and use custom screenshots and diagrams that prove you've actually done the thing you're talking about. Okay, our second strategy is a bit more tactical. It's about literally feeding the AI engine what it wants to eat. It's about using something called trigger formatting to basically force Google to cite you. Now, this requires a pretty big mental shift. It's time to stop counting keywords. Instead, you need to start building entity relationships. Okay, what does that mean? It means Google doesn't just see words anymore. It sees concepts, people, places, things, and it understands how they're all connected. Your job is to make those connections crystal clear for the machine. And hey, here are the cheat codes. The AI has really clear preferences. It absolutely loves numbered lists and steps for any how-to question. It pulls directly from comparison tables for versus searches, and it grabs short, concise definitions for all those what-is questions. By using these formats, you're making it ridiculously easy for the AI to grab your content, and with any luck, give you that precious citation.
Let's make this concrete with a real-world example. Say you're writing about the new Genius Act regulations. Now, the old-school approach would be to write a huge 2,000-word essay covering every single detail, but that's not what the AI is looking for anymore.
Now compare that to the winning approach, a simple, clean, direct impact table. Look at that. It's structured, it's scannable, and it gives both the human reader and the AI the most important information right away. That, my friends, is the power of trigger formatting.
All of this leads us to one final and really crucial mindset shift. If you want to survive, you have to embrace the one thing you have that the AI doesn't: your humanity. Your new job title isn't content creator anymore. It's data provider.
We have to be realistic about what we're up against here. As one source perfectly described it, Google's AI is a stochastic parrot with $1 trillion budget. That's a fancy way of saying it's a pattern-matching machine. It doesn't understand your content, it just recognizes patterns that it thinks look like authority.
So to future-proof everything you do, you need to adopt this new mindset. Step 1, stop calling yourself a content creator. Step 2, start seeing yourself as a data provider. Step 3, you have to accept that churning out tons of content is dead. Volume is dead. And step 4, focus all your energy on creating assets that drive high-intent engagement because they provide unique value.
And this all boils down to one final critical question. In this new world of AI summaries and machine-generated answers, what is our uniquely human advantage? What can we bring to the table that a machine simply cannot?
The answer is experience. A machine can't actually use a piece of software and get frustrated by its bugs. A machine can't lose money on a bad trade and feel that pit in its stomach. That messy, inefficient, beautiful human friction, that is the only thing left that people are still willing to click for. And that is where you're going to win.